Okay, we're back. We're back, a dinosaur story. So, I know what you might be thinking. You're thinking, what in the hell? What in the blue blazes? What in God's name? We already did this. What kind of shit are you trying to pull? But there's more, viewer. There's more that meets the eye. Direct your attention to the user interface, you see. Look at that, there's more stuff. Just perfect for our ADD-addled world. You can be an attention deficit lizard person and have your eyes go two different ways watching two different things at the same time. 'Cause that's what modern YouTube is all about. You gotta do two things at once. Ever see those shorts where, the top half of the screen is the short and then the other half is, just gameplay of Subway Surfers? In case you get bored while you're watching the short, you can just look at that. So yeah, this is just a totally bonkers Easter egg that they hid within humble Campanilla 3. Not one, not two, but 50 WarioWare style minigames hidden within one of the games of UFO 50. I guess they gotta call this UFO 100 now is what they gotta do. Utterly bonkers. Shigeru Miyamoto never runs out of ways to surprise us. Every game has a twist, and you're looking at one of the biggest ones. You may be wondering how I'm doing this gameplay-wise, because, two games at once. That'll be kinda hard to do, but thankfully I've got the assistance of my cousin Ernesto here, who's doing the WarioWare half of the game. Say hello to the lovely fans, Ernesto. Hola, senor. Someday I'm gonna be the most famous guy in all of Let's Play Land, and they're gonna have a fan wiki on there, and cousin Ernesto here, he's gonna have his own page on the fan wiki. I guess for his picture, maybe they'll just use my regular profile picture with a mustache drawn on it. Yes, indeed. Speaking of, there's a guy who, redubs all the Scott the Wise videos, but in Spanish instead, and he just takes the thumbnails and draws a mustache on Scott the Wise. Funny stuff out there. So which screen are we even supposed to look at? I remember when the original DS came out in 2004, and I was explaining the concept to some old folks, and they were saying, 2 screens, but which one are you supposed to look at? To my surprise, that was never really much of a problem. Having 2 of them, I guess everyone's brains kind of adjusted. Okay, on to the bonus. We have to be good at both the games at the same time, not just one of them if we want this concept to work. You may have noticed that we're at a slight disadvantage for this bonus minigame because the WarioWare game is taking up the spot on the HUD, where the score counter would normally be, so we just have to guess at what the score is. And obviously it's too difficult to manually tally it up when it's an alternating pattern of 1s and 3s, and also I'm trying to play the game at the same time. I can't do none of that Rain Man shit. What the hell you think this is? Rain Man? I ain't Rain Man from the hit movie Rain Man. I can't count the cards and slap myself on the head and scream in the guy's face. I only have a general idea what the movie was about. I never saw it. Anywho, so yeah, the current minigame is Dodge 2, a sequel to Dodge 1 that we saw a few minutes ago. In case you had not deduced that, we've got our whole chronology within this game, within the game of UFO 50. We've got a sequel within a sequel within a compilation. As people of 2009 would say, yo dog, I heard you like sequels, so we put a sequel inside your sequel so you could blobbity blobbity blah. Oh, 2009 memes. You ever go back and look at the stuff you thought was funny when you were 14, 15, and it's like, wow, this is ass. It seems so funny back then, and yet, Although some of the old memes still hold up. I can still laugh at Chocolate Rain. I can still laugh at Tourette's Guy. Honk! Bob Saget! You know, Bob Saget, when he was alive, he said he wanted to attend Tourette's Guy's funeral someday, and unbeknownst to him, Tourette's Guy would outlive him. Tourette's Guy should have gone to Bob Saget's funeral. Wouldn't that have been a visual, just amidst a crowd of sad people in suits? You got Tourette's Guy just standing there kind of normally with his head just hanging down slightly, and he's presumably still wearing that neck brace. He's got to pay his respects to Bob Saget. So how you holding up over there, Ernesto? Well, why are you looking at me like... Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. You don't speak English. Who the hell am I even talking to? What's the idea of this minigame? Spot the difference. Okay, I can do that. This is Sesame Street stuff. Any old fool could do that. One of these things is not like the other. A joke went through my mind when I said that just now, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself, cause that's just gonna piss people off. You can't say it. You know how it goes. Anyway, so the other day I was watching a different channel that's in fact very similar to this one. Another gaming channel, and they had this cool idea where they were gonna do a run-through of all the Wii U games that still haven't been ported. All the most forgotten and likely forgotten for a reason type Wii U games. I was just thinking, that's a fun idea. You know, these are games that we as viewers rarely even think about, so be a good chance to showcase something unique and interesting. I was thinking, wow, if these guys were maybe like 80% funnier, they would have a really good series here. It's a solid idea, but you know, sometimes gaming channels just completely flub the commentary. They're just basically reacting to whatever's on screen with no further depth than that. Just, whoa, look out for that. Oh my god, he almost got you. Yeah, one of those types of channels. Just thinking, man, if somebody with actual talent tried to do that idea, I think they would have some quality Let's Plays. That is for certain. So yeah, all of these hidden mini-games inside UFO 50 are quite the well-kept secret, evidently. I was watching a different guy who had like a comprehensive review, and he was saying, I know all about UFO 50. I know all of the secrets. And I commented, but do you know about the 50 WarioWare style micro games hidden inside Campanella 3? He just said, what? Even the experts don't know about this. This is a secret for me and the 3 people who are gonna watch this video. I am the real UFO 50 expert you see. Ernesto appears to be driving a car at this point. I guess since the sprites are so limited, everything just vaguely looks like a key, but you have to use your imagination. You can't see it, but I did the SpongeBob rainbow hands when I said imagination. I dropped my microphone on the floor so I could do it with both hands and everything. But yes, you have to use your imagination, dear viewer. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, viewer. I keep making reference to my cousin Ernesto playing the other game, but in actuality, cousin Ernesto was never actually there. He's not even real. Okay? Yes, that's right. There never was a cousin Ernesto. It was just me doing that Sakurai thing with the 2 controllers at the same time. I'm just that skilled I can play 2 games at once. It was all me. I did that. Okay, and now it just so happens that both the real game and the metagame are fighting a boss at the same time. It's just boss-tacular in here. Make sure you're watching this video on October 16th, which is National Bosses Day. Set a reminder on your phone. Okay, well, the metagame still keeps going even when the main game is officially over, so let me do a clever visual trick here for the sake of watchability. See, isn't that better? Magnified for your premium viewing experience. If you're some kind of senior citizen who probably can't see too good, I do kind of wonder why you're watching UFO 50 Let's Plays to begin with, but if you're visually impaired and 80 years old, well, now you have no excuse. Everything's crystal clear, every last pixel. Hey, look at this one, it's like overbold, kind of. See, you got a room full of guys moving around and you gotta dodge them. You can see the through line of where these ideas came from. The objective on this one, I think whenever you jump, the last square you were standing on disappears, and you want to eliminate every square that there is without falling in. Or perhaps the goal is to fall in. Frankly, I'm not sure. Okay, so I guess that wasn't the goal, evidently. See, we're learning things. This is an educational channel now. Just like, just like Create on PBS. You ever watch Create on PBS? Now this one's a direct rip-off of WarioWare. You had the spotlight and you had to find the cat. Remember that for WarioWare on the Game Boy? Oh no! Yeah, that's vaguely what the game sounded like. Okay, come on. See, we got him. And again, perhaps. Now that we've got the concept down that simple face-looking thing can't escape from us, I'm assuming that's just 2 eyes and a mouth. Oh, we didn't obey. Obey, viewer. I'm assuming that, yeah, 1 point for every command that's correctly obeyed. I think we did it wrong. Okay, see, there we go. Just do a funny dance around the sentient thumbtack and hope that you don't get horribly injured. Well, close enough. There's a few more mini games, but I mean, this video is already getting long, so I don't want to just waste your time with dumb, pointless stuff.